It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Hawks and the 49ers, and it's coming up next.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader. And that's Brock Purdy.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
On first down, Purdy.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And an official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
On first down, it's Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Touchdown 49ers! Deebo Samuel, 27 yards. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
You get a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
Oh, nice move. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Play action. It's Smith. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
And the 49ers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Purdy now to throw.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. It's caught by Treadwell.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Shifts by him. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Now Gold for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that is incomplete here.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, They're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day, so it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
From the shotgun, this will be Dallas.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Now Smith. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
98 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a 1st down.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And it is still early, just the 1st quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Open man is Samuel, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, it's Purdy.
Completes it to Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. Now Purdy. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Gould is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
back to throw, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Geno now to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Smith. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards on a guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Back deep, Ray McLeod.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Purdy off the play fake.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now on 2nd and 16. Purdy. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Eluding the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Out of the gun, handoff to Dallas.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. From the 50, it's Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a fourth down?
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
122 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. McCaffrey on the counter. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Purdy.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, and that'll bring up second down.
Here's Purdy. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They go play action here. Purdy.
He'll buy some, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Purdy now to throw.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here. Escaping the... And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Gould is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And out now come the Seahawks.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Smith on 1st down. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
From the gun, here's Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
Here's Smith.
This is the tight end fan, and they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
To the air again, Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Throwing now is Geno.
That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
3 yards remain for second down. Purdy.
A dump off for Mason. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
7 yards there and a first down. Purdy to throw it on first down.
That's Samuel, caught left side.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
25 yards there on the catch and run. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Completes it to Jennings. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Purdy looking to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings.
Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
First up, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Seahawks in that first half. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Samson Abuka, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Geno. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Someone's been having a good game so far. You know something? Watt has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Tanner Muse there defensively.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now Mason. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Off of play action, here's Smith. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Smith. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith lets it fly for Treadwell. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Laquan Treadwell, 63 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
On 1st down, Purdy.
He'll get this to Jennings over the middle.
And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
Purdy off the play fake.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Darrell Taylor
Getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Purdy
being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Purdy from the gun.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal from 28 yards out. The kick by Gould is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now Gino on 1st down. This complete to Lockett. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith.
He's going to get this complete here to lock it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
It's showtime, baby.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
And Walker once more.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
On 2nd down, a run with Dallas.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Purdy. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jennings. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
From the 38, Purdy
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Dances by him.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 156 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 26. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Jerome Jennings.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers have taken a fourth-quarter lead. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, fourth quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Gold with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Geno. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. And this one to Treadwell, complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. To the air again, Smith. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Smith.
That would complete downfield to Treadwell.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Here's Walker.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
A 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
2nd down and goal. Smith dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Geno now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Ray McCloud to return. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
That's caught out right by Jennings. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to have the Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, Purdy.
And this is caught, Jennings. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Niners have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
On first down, Smith. And it's in Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Throw out wide to Walker. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Smith. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Smith. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Purdy looking to throw.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw, Smith.
He completes this to Walker. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And with that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Open man is hard. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Smith now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Now Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Smith. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
The extra point now coming from Myers. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Myers for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. A 10-play drive that time.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime, they've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle.
And he'll be out right at the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Gotta punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So now after that big play, things come into focus a little bit sharper because at this point in overtime, a field goal is all they need. That big play there sets them up in field goal range. They want to try and finish this game off.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He hits his target. Lockett.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now it's Smith. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
From the 4, it's second and a couple.
Smith now to throw. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that